Let me just speak from the heart, speak from my gut, and really not have anything prepared, but just tell you what's worked for me. And maybe some of the stuff that's worked for me might work for you now, currently, presently, as you guys have your goals and ambitions, NBA championship, MVPs in this room, things like that. But then further on down the line, as you guys continue to live your life. The first thing I would just want to say is this idea and this notion that you can be anything you want, and you can accomplish anything you want, right? We hear that. You've heard that from the time you were little boys. You hear that now. You're already incredibly accomplished. You can win an NBA championship, MVP of the league. You could become president. You could become governor. You could do Charles, and you could do Shaq. You could do that. You could do whatever you want to do. You guys know that. The thing that has worked for me is to remember the hard times. A lot of you guys know I grew up here in Hawaii with my family, where we struggled, man, like a lot of you guys out there, struggled to pay the rent, hustled, doing everything we could to get by. You know you're getting your ass kicked when your rent is due by the week. We had a weekly rent. We couldn't even afford that. We eventually got kicked off the island. We got evicted. But what I want to tell you guys is, if you're going through some hard times, you got to hold on to that fundamental quality of faith and hard work, because on the other side of those hard times is something better, is a better life. You know, this life here, this was never my dream. My dream was, I just didn't want to be evicted anymore. So hold on to faith, keep working hard. Aloha. When I was 22 years old, I came to this city for the first time. I was playing in the Canadian Football League, playing my first pro football game. I was playing for the Calgary Stampeders. We were playing the BC Lions. I was so excited. 2 days later, I got cut. The dream shattered. Sent home with $7 in my pocket. I was like, wait, no, I gotta play in the NFL eventually. Those are my big goals. That's my dream. You realize that playing in the NFL was the best thing that never happened, because it got me here. So my point is, look, you're gonna get your ass kicked. We're gonna get the shit kicked out of us. You gotta get up. You gotta have faith that the one thing you wanted to happen oftentimes is the best thing that never happened. So have faith, and just keep that in mind and keep plugging away. It's just a bar. Cold steel in an empty gym. No. It's much more than that. I don't just load these bars with metal plates. I put everything on them. My anxieties, my fears, my hopes, my dreams, my responsibilities as a provider, a father, a husband, a businessman, and some say even a leader. Whatever I'm dealing with out there, that's what I'm working through in here. And in the gym, as in life, raising the bar isn't always about putting on a big show. It's the small, quiet promises you make to yourself. The ones you could break and no one would know. But you don't. You show up every day and meet this gym on its terms, with humility, gratitude, and respect. Through struggle, through pain, through sweat, through the little voice deep in your gut that says you could quit at any second, but you don't. You raise and raise and raise again. I'll see you right back here tomorrow. When we were 14 years old, we lived in Hawaii, and we lived in a small efficiency apartment. And my mom and I came home, and I'll never forget, the rent was $180 a week. And there was an eviction notice on the door. My mom started crying, and I never forgot in that moment. It was a seminal moment for me, because I felt like I never want to be in this position again. But I feel this way, like, oh, you know, we're a month away from being evicted. I got to go to work. Like, I still have that in my head. You still have that. I still have that in my head, you know, but it keeps you grounded, by the way. My back is up against this motherfucker every day. It's against this fucking wall. And when my back is against this motherfucker, then there's nowhere to go but that way. And I don't give a who is in front of me. They're not going to stop me. I found that with depression, one of the most important things you could realize is that you're not alone. You're not the first to go through it. You're not going to be the last to go through it. And oftentimes it happens. You feel like you're alone, and you feel like it's only you, and you're in your bubble. And I wish I had someone at that time who
could just pull me aside and, hey, it's going to be okay. It'll be okay. So I wish I knew that. Just got to remember. Hold on to that fundamental quality of faith. Have faith that on the other side of your pain is something good.